So everybody, out the back of the pens at the Golden Shears event, you can see here the most important competitors, the lovely long-haired girls, and a short-haired man to my left, Kieran McAnulty, the shearing bookmaker. You're a local lad, you just love this event.
I do, I love it. Masterton born and bred, just like these sheep. Fantastic event, and I'm really excited to be involved and happy that TAB's right behind us.
Not many people get to see you out the back here, Kieran. What goes on? Where do these sheep go?
Well, they go up that ramp there onto the stand. In various shearing events, they'll get shorn and then come back down here and back onto these trucks just beside me.
Right, let's shoot inside. We've got a couple of people to have a chat to, learn a little bit more about the event. Right, I found my way inside here into the main hall where all the shearing and the wall pressing's going on. I found Sir Brian Lahore, one of the legends of Masterton. And Brian, what does this event mean to the town?
It's enormous. It's something that everyone in Masterton looks forward to once a year. It's probably the best way to explain it. It's sort of the Wimbledon of shearing. There's a lot of other competitions go around New Zealand, but this is the one that most of them really want to win.
We go back 1 or 2 years, and you actually had a crack at this.
Yeah, I did. I shored the first one in 1961 as a 20-year-old and in the intermediate, and I enjoyed it. And then rugby took over. I did shear in 1963 after we got back from England or the British Isles in that tour, but I had about 3 days to get ready, and it wasn't enough.
Tell us what the atmosphere is like in here when it gets pumping on Saturday night. We've got all the finals. Just what's it like in here?
Oh, well, it's electric, I think is probably the best way to explain it. I mean, there's a lot of people calling out for their particular buddies and family, and a lot of noise, a lot of cheering. And it's very, very hot. A guy doing 20 sheep, I don't know how much sweat he'd lose, but more than a rugby game anyway.
And you just mentioned to me just before we came on talking, it's great for the youngsters in the industry to showcase their talents.
Absolutely. They get it. We need young people to get pride in their work, and by coming here and competing, they actually get that. They learn off other people. They learn how exciting it can be. It's a funny old industry, isn't it? One that we absolutely need, but there's a lot of very good shearers out there.
There is, ladies and gentlemen, it's Brian Lahore, the rugby legend, the Masterton legend, and also a Golden Shears former competitor. Let's go and catch up with some of the shearers that are going to be going at it in the finals this year. Right up by the stage now, Kieran, it's not all about speed, is it?
No, you're right, time. Speed is important, but it's also quality and technique. If they cut the sheep, no good. If they miss any wool, no good.
No good. Go fast and go clean. Right, you found me in the wool pressing section now at the Golden Shears, and I'm joined by the absolute legend of everything shearing, David Fagan. David, wonderful to have you here. You've been doing this a long bloody time.
Yeah, it's been a long time, but I'm still enjoying it and enjoying watching and competing and helping the young guys too now. It's good.
Now, my homework tells me that you were second, first up that you competed here. It's a wine country, and you just keep getting better like the wine.
Yeah, luckily, yeah. I guess it's an unusual sport where there's absolutely no substitute for experience, and that's pretty much what I'm living off now.
The top favourites in this, you're all older guys. Well, you and Johnny Kirkpatrick and Cam Ferguson's coming along though. How many guys realistically have got a chance of winning this thing? Because it's a big deal.
There's quite a few. I mean, you could pull out probably 6 or 8, 10 guys that are going to be, and you'd have one of them, no doubt. It's bloody hard to pick. I mean, Johnny is by far the favourite. Obviously, his form is incredible. If he doesn't win this year, it'll probably be a bit of a shock, put it that way. But anything can happen, so you just never know.
I thought you were going to say if he doesn't win this year, you would.
Oh, no, I'd never say that. I'm sort of in the pack with everyone else now. It'd be an upset if I won, I think. So I see the TAB's got me at about third favourite, which is quite amusing, but still. I should be a bit further out than that.
Really? Oh, well, don't back Fagan, back Kirkpatrick, is that what you're saying?
Oh, look, I wouldn't like to pick it. I've never bet on it, but, the moment you back one, someone else is going to jump up and take their place. So there's a few good odds out there on a few other guys, the outsiders. There's some good money on a few people that have got good chances.
Now, a lot of people out there haven't seen shearing, and this is my first time in a competition. I never really realised how hard it is. You guys work incredibly hard.
It's physically incredibly hard, and I mean, the heats in that in the qualifying rounds, it doesn't look that hard, but believe me, the 20-sheet final here is probably one of the most physical, demanding things you could be doing, and it is really, really difficult.
Mental side as well?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of it. Mental toughness is really important, and you'll see the top guys, it's their mental ability that gets them through.
All right, well, I think David Fagan's being a little bit sneaky. I think he's a right royal chance to get this one. So Fagan, Kirkpatrick, Cam Ferguson, that could be the trifecta. Okay, we've got the novices in action just behind us in the shearing stand here, a little bit quicker than the ones we saw earlier. But I've got a little shooter here with me, Kieran McAnulty, our bookmaker. Kieran, we've just had a talk to David Fagan. He doesn't rate his chances.
Oh, he's trying to pull the wool over your eyes, mate. Hey, I'll tell you what. No, hey, look, he's won 608 competitions throughout his career. There's no way he's out of it.
He likes Kirkpatrick, and even Brian Hall liked the way Kirkpatrick's shearing too.
Well, he's competed 19 times this year, won 13, come second twice and third, fourth. If he was a horse, he'd be a $1.50 favourite, so he's in the running for sure.
You're a bit of a fan of Cam Ferguson too. Tell us a bit about him.
First time competing at the Golden Shears last year, won it, went to the World Champs, won that, beat David Fagan. So it's the second year at the Golden Shears, reigning World and Golden Shears champion. $4 favourite, well, second favourite I should say. Good money, I reckon.
So they're the top three. I know there's been money on some long shots too. Who's the smoky?
Well, I tell you what, Nathan Stratford, he's won a few competitions this year. He's come in from 20 into 12s. And young Jason Wynn from Southland, 60s into 20s. If he comes in, we're in a lot of trouble.
All right, so you pick, if you had to pick one, forget the price.
Oh, you can't go past Fagan for mine.
Fagan, there you go. He talked himself down. Kieran's talking him up. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the big final.